Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to quickly calculate percentages in your head and do it fast. Okay, let's start with 60% of 20. Right, the quick way of doing this is just to multiply together the two numbers that you've got, ignoring the zeros and ignoring the percentages. So you just multiply the 2 and the 6. This gives you 12. Now the problem you have here is you don't know where the decimal point should be. So this 12 could be 0.12, it could be 1.2, it could of course be 12 or 120. We've got to get the decimal point in the right place. And the easiest way to do that is to look at the original question and just do an approximation. 60% is about half. What's half of 20? Well, it's 10. So which one of these is closest to 10? Well, it's 12. So the answer is, in fact, 12. Let's try another one. Let's try 12% of 30. Okay, 3 12s are 36. We'll write down 36. But where's the decimal point going to go? Okay, 12% is about 10%. And you should be able to do 10% of 30 because you're just moving the decimal point back one. 10% of 30 is 3. So this answer's got to be around about 3. So the decimal point would have to go there. So the answer is 3.6. Okay, let's try this one. 9% of 80. Okay, 8 times 9 is 72. Where's the decimal point going? Well, 9% is also about 10%, and 10% of 80 is 8. So what's closest to 8? Well, it's going to be 7.2. One more easy one. 23% of 20. Okay, 2 23s are 46. Where are we going to put that decimal point? This is about a quarter. A quarter of 20 is 5. So we want this to be about 5. So again, we're going to put it there. 4.6 is your answer. Right, time for some harder ones, I think. Right, now we're going to try some harder ones, but we're not going to work out an exact number. This time we're just going to approximate the answer. So, what about 76% of 84? What do you think this equals, roughly? Well, 76% is around about 3/4. 1/4 of 84, just dividing it by 4, is 21. So 3/4 will be 3 times 21. So it's going to be about 63. But this is a little bit more than 3/4, so we can probably add a little bit more on. So let's add on, what do you think? It's only a little bit more. We'll add on just 1. So we'll approximate that at 64. Let's see how close we were. 76%, that's 0.76, times 84. The real answer was 63.84. So it was 63.84. Well, I think we were pretty close there. Let's try an approximation of 48% of 264. Okay, what do you think this is? Well, 48% is around about a half. So we'll start off by halving 264, and that's 132. But it's a little bit less. So how much are we going to take off? Well, 1% of this number is about 2.5. So 2% must be about 5. So what we'll do is we'll take off about 5. So I think the answer is about 127. Okay, let's have a look and see how close we were. 48 times 264 equals 126.72. The actual answer was 126.72. Again, that's not too bad. How would you do this one? What is 35% of 57, roughly? Well, 35% is about a third. And a third of this, well, we divide it by 3. So that is 9. So that's about 19. And we actually want a little bit more. I'm not even going to work out what a little bit more is. I'm just going to take a guess here and add on 1. Okay? So I reckon it's around about 20. Maybe it's a bit more. Maybe it's 21. Let's try the calculator and find out. 35% times 57, 19.95. 19.95. Ah, so actually it was just under 20. But even so, a pretty good guess, I think. Let's try 12% of 68. Okay. Well, 10% of 68 is 6.8. So we want a bit more. So how much more should we go? 12% is actually 20% higher than 10%. So it's actually a bit more than you think. So I think we're probably high 7s. So maybe I'll add on another 1. So maybe 7.8 at a guess. Let's check with the calculator. 12% of 68 is 8.16. So it's even higher than I thought. It's 8.16. But still not a bad guess, I suppose. If you had time, what you could have done, you could have said 10% of 68 is 6.8. 1% is 0.68. So another 1% is another 0.68. And we could have just added those up. 16, that's 12, 20, 21, 8.16. So we would have got exactly that answer there. But the whole point of getting to this number is we want to get to it fast in our head. Taking the 10% of 68 and getting 6.8 is pretty straightforward. The hard bit is just trying to assess how much extra to add on. Now have a look at these. What about 19% of 53? Okay, here we can say 20% as a rough estimate, but we can also change the figure we've got here as well. We can call this 50 if it makes life easier. 20% of 50 is 10. So I reckon the answer is around about 10. Is what gives me more confidence is that the percentage we're increasing slightly, and this number here we're decreasing slightly, so they sort of cancel each other out. So let's go with 10. Let's check it on the calculator. So what do we have? 0.19 times 53. 10.07. That was quite a good guess in the end, wasn't it? Let's try another one like that. What about 26% of 47? Well, here I'm going to reduce that by 1% and say what's 25% of, and I'm going to increase that to just 48. Because that's easy. We've now got a quarter of 48 and we know that that is 12. So I'm going to stick with 12 as the answer. Let's check it. 0.26 times 47. 12.22. Okay, 12.22. Not a bad guess. Okay, that's it. I hope that's given you some idea of the sort of things you can do to quickly calculate percentages in your head. And we did do them pretty fast as well, didn't we? Okay, that's it. I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please subscribe and you'll see more like this.